The role of Bowser Jr. is being played by...
Wow, 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 wow! No!
Hey guys, what's up? This isn't the usual type of video I want to be making on my channel. I just think there's enough people sharing their super unique thoughts on recent popular media, but I will make an exception for Super Mario. I love Super Mario, and Super Mario means a lot to me. And I am both excited and a little worried about this new Mario movie coming out. So the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2023 was not the best movie, 2.5 stars on my Letterboxd. The movie had absolutely no character development or really a strong plot, but it was still such a beautiful love letter to the Mario series. I definitely cried my little soy boy chud tears when I watched it. And the movie was very popular and profitable because it's Super Mario. So it was pretty obvious that there was going to be another movie at some point. And a lot of people speculated the next one would be the Super Mario World movie because Yoshi was teased at the end of the first film. And Yoshi was the only main Mario character missing from the first film. And also Super Mario World was just a really big milestone in the Mario series, so this all made sense. But Nintendo being Nintendo did something unexpected. September 12th, 2025. It's the 40th anniversary of Mario. There's a Nintendo Direct. What is happening? A new 3D Mario? A new 2D Mario? The first 4D Mario? Yes, of course. The second Mario movie. The camera follows Butterfly, the best Mario character, throughout the Mushroom Kingdom. And it's all leading up to something, and then Butterfly goes up into the clouds, and then you realize, holy shit! This reveal was so cool, and definitely caught me off guard. I love that moment you realize what's happening when the butterfly goes into the clouds. And while I wasn't expecting the second Mario movie to be Galaxy, I was definitely willing to accept this. Mario Galaxy is such a beloved and great game, and making a movie based off of it had so much potential for insane visuals, a beautiful score, and the story and characters that the first movie had lacked. Then, on the 12th of November, we got the first look at the movie, and it was really cool in the moment, but now that I'm reflecting back on it, I don't know what to feel. The trailer starts with a funny sequence between the Mario Bros. And their newly domesticated Bowser. And it's actually really funny, and a good follow-up from where the last movie left off, with Bowser being all small and stuff. I think Bowser making paintings is a fun reference to Mario 64, and I simply LOL'd at Mario saying, it's trash.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny?
Also, Bowser and Luigi being best friends is super cool. I think the relationship of Bowser being chill with Luigi while absolutely hating Mario is going to be a fun dynamic in the movie. But as good as this whole part is, it's like half the damn trailer. I guess it's not really part of the main trailer, but it kind of ends up as misleading. Then we get to the actual meat of the trailer, and right off the rip, yeah, it's Mario Galaxy. The Star Festival is the first shot, which makes sense as that opens up the original game, and it just looks so goddamn beautiful. Then we see the Warp Star with this badass slow-mo jump with Peach and Toad. Then Peach and Toad reference that iconic flying position, and then they fly past a spherical planet that looks like the Galaxy levels. This is all super cool to see in the movie style, but then that's literally the rest of the Galaxy stuff. Next we see Mario and Luigi show up with another Mario Kart reference, and they're wearing these sick ass cloaks and goggles. They really play up the cool factor here, and then, whoa, it's Tostarena. When I watched the trailer for the first time with my partner Liv, we literally recreated the pointing Wojak. This is just such a cool reference to Odyssey. I'm fine with this because 1, it's not that deep, it's a kid's movie, and 2, putting a cool location from another Mario game makes sense for Galaxy because they can literally be anywhere out in space. But the first location that you can easily point out isn't from Galaxy. And then there's this trippy looking casino location with a bunch of ninjas attacking Peach. And this is another thing that just doesn't have anything to do with Galaxy. It's cool, and it looks cool, and my points for Tostarena still stand, but again, this is just not Galaxy. It just feels so odd to highlight in the first trailer of the movie. I don't know what the hell this location is, and ninjas weren't even in Galaxy. Also, this scene really reminds me of Kill Bill, with a badass blonde doing a 1v100 on a bunch of ninjas. Then there's the big reveal of Bowser Jr., which is super cool.
Junior's so cool!
I really like that he's in this movie. It just makes sense. He's the next main Mario villain after Bowser. I think he's gonna make a great main villain, and the plot of him taking Bowser back is also really interesting. What really got me though is that they reused his Wonder design. That's one of the sickest designs they've done for a Mario game recently, besides like Fury Bowser. But again, one of the big things that got me doesn't even have to do with Galaxy. Also, Junior gets his paintbrush again, which is a nice reference to Sunshine. But just, again, the things that make you point and go, whoa, look, aren't even from Galaxy. Also, another detail here is that Mario squares up against a massive metal spike ball and then proceeds to fall on his ass when Junior attacks him. What was he genuinely thinking would happen? Is he stupid? After Mario falls on his ass, we get the title card with the main Mario theme again. Just more on that in a second. This isn't the end of the trailer though, because then we get Rosalina! And also bits of the Observatory, which looks so beautiful. Basically, Megaleg pulls up at her doorstep and then she proceeds to absolutely cook it and then doesn't look at it violently exploding. Like a badass. Rosalina looks so great in this animation style, and the way she's portrayed as being magical and powerful is super great. She just looks awesome and beautiful, and I should stick to the script. With Rosalina, we not only get another straight up Mario Galaxy element to the movie, but also the first musical reference to Galaxy, obviously being the iconic Gusty Garden Galaxy. So, if you can't tell already, I'm torn about how much this is actually showing a Galaxy movie. The first movie followed the title. It is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So the movie is just a broad love letter to the Mario series. But then when you call this the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I'm expecting Super Mario Galaxy in movie form. The first minute and a half of the trailer is just a follow-up to the first film, and then once we actually get going, it just feels like the Mario movie 2. It starts out strong with the Star Festival, Warp Star, and flying through space, but after that, all of the cool standout moments don't really have to do with Galaxy. Junior was fine because he's the main villain, but it still focuses on all the wrong things. His Wonder design, his paintbrush, nothing tying it to anything else we've seen or Galaxy. If he raises the castle like the first game, why not show that? Or if he doesn't do that and has his airship, play the airship theme. Or if not that, then maybe his damn theme from Mario Galaxy. It would be a lot better than the Prowler theme. And all this music talk kind of brings me to my next point, which is they didn't really highlight the Mario Galaxy soundtrack. Galaxy's soundtrack is so iconic, and Nintendo definitely knows that. They released a CD for the game and they reference the music all the time. But this trailer just uses the same basic orchestral remix of the Mario theme. It doesn't really help with it just feeling like a sequel to the first film. I feel like there should have at least been da 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 da, and then maybe a more fast-paced rendition of the rest of the title theme. And they literally did this for the teaser of the movie, but not in the actual trailer. There also could have been just a full-on score of Gusty Garden Galaxy, since Nintendo loves that song so much. Or maybe even Good Egg Galaxy. Those would immediately connect to this movie being about Galaxy. Just imagine how hard those first few scenes would have hit with the correct score. And then the scene with Rosalina could have referenced the Observatory theme or maybe even Luma's theme. The music would have been such an easy way to milk the nostalgia attached to Galaxy and evoke even more emotion from the trailer. I'm really confused why such an iconic part of the game was just completely missing from the trailer. Also, time to address the elephant in the room, or maybe the Yoshi not in the room. Yeah, so Yoshi's supposed to be in the movie. This was confirmed by the Pillsbury cookie boxes, and poor Pillsbury Doughboy probably got killed by Nintendo already for leaking this.
Is there no other way, truly?
And I get these were leaked and not supposed to be shown yet, but it's still concerning Yoshi's not here. We got 2 new characters, and while one was expected, still no Yoshi in the trailer. Kinda makes me think this movie might be overstuffed. It's claiming to be about Galaxy, but apparently has so much else going on. And I'm concerned where the Galaxy part of the Galaxy movie is supposed to fit in here. Again, it's called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, so I'm expecting to see the beautiful atmospheres, hear the beautiful music, and feel those beautiful feelings from the first game. Instead, they highlight all these other things outside of Galaxy, like Odyssey, Wonder, Sunshine, and they kind of hype up Junior over Rosalina. I guess I don't mind if the movie doesn't follow the first game bar for bar, but at that point, just name it something else. And recently they came out with a poster for the movie with Mario and Luigi in Tostarena. Just having the Galaxy name, then a location from Odyssey as a poster basically sums up my concerns for the movie. TLDR, the trailer highlighted stuff that wasn't really from Galaxy, and it just makes me feel confused about what this is going to be. I'm still excited, but just worried after this really weird first trailer. And as much as it seems like I've been complaining, I'm not angry. I'm just confused. So thanks for listening to me bitch about a kids movie for a little bit. I'll have some more actual videos coming soon.
A rowdy little vandal. An uncut gem. He's Benny Sass.